Ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Nürburgring, to the full paddock of RCN. One of my favorite racing series, and today is a surprise last moment entry for me for RCN. This means I'll be having my first race of the season with a Tour Ring Racer. Same car that we drove one of the last years. It's a 325, so we have 220 horsepower under the bonnet. For the rest, we have 25 cars in class, similar E90s. We're the only touring E91, and the cars are pretty much similar. The only thing we have, mandatory driver excuses, so we do not have LSD as most of the cars. We are also roughly 50 kilos heavier because it's a touring. We have a bigger cage inside. We have also more windows, but for the rest the cars are pretty much identical. We are all running full slicks, homologated Hankook slicks for RCN. And in total today we have 175 cars. So it's going to be pretty busy. We're also running on the same week as 24-hour race, so the whole track is full of fans, and this is why for me, when I got this last moment offer, I said yes, absolutely. Now, one important thing, RCN is a combination of sprint and consistency, so we have different types of laps. So Adrian, not my camera guy, but the race car driver Adrian, will be going for the first stint, and he needs to set a time between 8 minutes 30 and 14 minutes, and then he has 5 sprint laps, then he comes in, then I go out, then I need to do the same time within 20 seconds of his first time, and then I have again 5 sprint laps, and then I have the out lap. So it's quite interesting. I'm very excited. Adrian will be doing the first stint, and while he's going out, let me tell you most importantly about the sponsor, not of today's video, but of today's race for me, because racing at the end of the day is of course expensive, and I'm very happy that Carly helped me to jump on board with Tour Ring Racing and get my first race of the year. So what is Carly then? Carly is an OBD scanner which functions with Bluetooth and connects to your app either on Android or also iPhone, and it can serve as a diagnostics tool, and it will also offer you manuals to fix your car when you see what kind of issues come up, and also as a coding tool so you can unlock or close certain features of the car that we'll show to you in a second. Carly offers a basic free version of the app to go with their scanner. The free version offers access to basic OBD features like OBD level diagnostics and parameters. The free version is a good version to test what Carly can do with your car's control units. To unlock additional features such as coding or manufacturer level diagnostics, you can upgrade to the yearly license, aka the premium package, either for one specific brand or for all car brands. Let's give it a go with our BMW M4. Although the car is in good condition, at least I hope so, George, the one issue that the car has, most of our cars run aftermarket wheels, and because of that they come without tire pressure monitoring system sensors, so the car has the warning light. So sometimes customer gets in the car and says like, my tire is deflated. It's not, the car just doesn't register that it has a tire pressure monitoring system. So let's have a look if we can maybe clear out this code forever and get rid of this small, but for us, big issue. Alright, we're connected to the car, so let's now run a diagnostics tool first, see if we can find any issues. 67 issues found. Let's see. Very bad health status. So mostly fuel pressure issues, exhaust system, maybe because we're running aftermarket exhaust. There we go, tire pressure monitor. Alright, here is our issue, the tire pressure monitor, the wheel recognition when starting calibration not possible. And we have also the smart mechanic feature available, and this will show you what this code actually means exactly, and also what it means, why it's coming up. So for example, it says since 2014 all cars in the EU must be equipped with tire pressure monitoring system, etc, etc. And what the symptoms of this error can be, what possible error causes, and how you can solve it. But in our case, we're just gonna clear it. There are lots of features here. That's actually very cool, but most importantly, again, tire pressure monitoring system. Let's have it off. Okay, let's code out the TPMS, and hopefully it will stay away. All right, it seems like the warning is gone. We indeed need to reset the time and date. I would say let's go for a quick drive just to make sure that the warning is indeed gone. And then I think we'll be very happy with the result. Well, that's a success. So let's go do the other cars. Actually, another interesting point, since this is a new car that we bought, you haven't even seen it on the channel. More importantly, we can see the mileage here, and it's always important to see if it correlates with the odometer on the display. And it shows 23,580, while it here says 577. Let's take a look at the live data as well. We haven't seen it before. This can be actually quite handy because this BMW 230 does not come with oil temperature gauge, unlike the M4. So for example, if this will be too hot and we would decide to install oil cooler, we can use Carly to monitor the oil temperature. This is quite handy. Let's give it a couple of revs. That's also the throttle accelerated pedal angle. Should we give it full 100% rev? Close to it. Let's not do it too much. And the oil temperature should be, I guess, rising now, or? Yeah, there we go. Very good. Okay, now let's have a bit of fun. Let's try to change the boot logo for dashboard. Let's make it the M2 CSL. Yeah, code car. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's see the welcoming screen. Yes, we officially rebadged the 230 to M2 CSL. This is like worse than putting an M badge on a non-M car. We put it in the dashboard. So long story short, Carly offers lots of very not only cool but important features. You can check the health status of your car. You can code the car. You can put fun stuff like this. You can code out the warnings. You can code out the issues such as like the TPMS like we did. I remember, for example, when we drove recently with a Porsche with using the 4-seat harnesses, the 4-point belts instead of the conventional 3-point, the car was giving warning the whole lap. So you can code out these errors. I see, for example, that the car comes with a service warning that you need to do service in the X amount of kilometers. Since we service all of our cars ourselves, we can probably code it out as well. Not probably, we can code it out, so we don't need to have this service issue because the car is not being serviced by a dealer. No, amazing feature. We're gonna do a couple of more cars, but you guys enjoy the actual race footage. Gotta love a 996. But I must say, I fell in love with a good E90, not E90, but E91 again. The car performed amazingly. We finished, most importantly. Unfortunately, due to the track conditions, I couldn't drive any fast. Driver excuse, I know, but my fastest time was like my first or second lap, and after that we had our code 60s, and on average I was literally like, when you compare the lap times, I was a minute slower than other guys. And due to the the layout of the race, it's not that everyone has the same start and finish, because you have like a 50-minute in between that you do refueling. So sometimes you can be very lucky. I was quite often in 2019, and sometimes you can be unlucky, as we are. But most importantly is that we came to the finish. I think we're 60th overall out of 170 cars. I believe 18th in class out of 25. So still, most importantly, lots and lots of fun. The car performed amazingly, especially in comparison to last year, with a couple of tweaks and setup adjustments. It was so good. And that was a lot of sections you can just go flat out, and it was just like really sad, I would say, that I couldn't have the last 3 laps actually clear laps, because we had code 60 in Schwedenkreuz, we had code 60 also here on the main straight, so you lose lots of time, because my fastest was 8:35 on a full lap, so it's not bridge to gantry. So BTG, if you're gonna measure these times, then it's close to 8 minutes with 220 horsepower, of course, on full slicks. It's an amazing car. Really loved it. So it was a very good to get into the racing feeling, especially, as mentioned, for me the main point was to actually feel how it is to drive here on 24 hours, because all the camping people are. And the most frustrating point is something that I always say, it sounds like a myth, but you come out on your first lap, you go into Wipperman towards like this very heavily camping area approaching Brunchen, and you start smelling all the burnt meat and sausage. You're like, oh no, I'm hungry. So it's the same feeling that you have when driving 24 hours, which is even more crazy. But we got a full 24 hours experience. Anyway, long story short, it was lots and lots of fun. It was great to be in the race car again, so thank you very much, Tour Ring Racer team, for allowing me to hop on the seat, and of course also thank you, Carly, for making this all possible. So looking forward to be doing more race stuff, but we have already plans to do it with another car, another team, another drivers, something we've been working for a long time. So stay tuned for an announcement coming soon enough. But for now, one more time, thanks again, guys, for amazing car, amazing service. Yeah. And where's our second driver? Where's Adrian? Somewhere. Okay. Winking. Adrian! Thank you!